Oh, grip it, baby. Grip it. Grip it like it matters.
Well, just do what you do.
You learn from the
Learn
best.
from the best. Learn from my lady. What am I gripping?
My tits.
Ooh. Ooh. What's up, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
I'm Chad.
And I'm Brittany, and we're the new tribe. We're bringing you the new real.
I'm bringing you one
and
more
and
song from Tom MacDonald.
and Dax.
Index.
Yeah.
Worked on that one for days, man. I've been waiting. Man.
We've been waiting for days
That's
to
right.
do this, baby.
We have, guys.
Hey,
First
and
of
we're
all,
back.
what's up? Guys, we're going to do this right when we got back. This was the one that we had on the list because it had just come out right as we were coming back, but we didn't get to do that. We ended up doing two other ones first.
Yep.
So this is just the third one that we've recorded since we've been back.
Yep. So excuse us if we're a little rusty.
A little rusty, a little creaky in the joints, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But
we had some life stuff come up.
Yeah.
We actually had, if you haven't seen on our community page, we actually had a death in the family due to the virus.
Yes.
So we had to take some necessary time off to deal with that.
I actually
Just be a human.
I actually posted on the community page to let everybody know what was going on, and apparently I clicked members only, and nobody saw it.
We don't even have that activated yet.
I haven't set up the members page yet, so
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. We apologize if y'all thought we just ghosted you. That's not what happened at all.
No.
So, get that out of the way right off the bat. Guys,
But we're back,
Tom MacDonald.
and we missed y'all, and we missed Tom.
I'm telling you, Tom MacDonald just keeps popping up everywhere.
Yep.
He popped up with Dax this time,
Yes.
guys.
I actually seen Dax's post on his community page because he posts nonstop.
Yeah.
And it said, I've got a, basically a collab with, and it said blank. And he said that, it's a person that has a big influence on the
influence.
community. It was in his own wording, but
Right.
that's what he meant. And I just
she
had
was
a
thinking
feeling.
it. She was
I
thinking it.
I was like, Tom. It's going to be Tom.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a little psychic,
So-
but I just the way he worded it, and I'm like, that's Tom right now.
That's
Tom
right.
has such an influence on the community right now.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how they're going to be talking about such important topics. So
So
I
if
was
you
like, that's
guys
Tom.
haven't figured it out by now, we're doing the Dax song Propaganda featuring Tom MacDonald.
yeah.
Now, super fun.
just with the name.
Now, Dax isn't new to the channel. We've covered some Dax before.
Yeah, we love Dax.
We love doing
He's
some Dax.
Tupac reincarnated. I'm convinced.
This guy is on the level. I like the fact that him and Tom are collabing because
Yes.
no, I don't think they're one and the same or anything
No.
like that. They both have their own styles
Yes.
and they're both their own people, but they both touch on
very important
topics and
They speak truth.
Yes, and they both speak truth. They're both not afraid to be themselves,
Yep.
and we love
respect that.
Yes, we love seeing that rise. So that's why we cover Dax on this channel. Y'all already know we cover Tom on this channel, so we're super pumped that they're doing this song together. So it's gonna be fun. But guys, before we get to it, hit that subscribe button, man.
And ring the bell so you know when we drop that ish that you like, because we do a variety on this channel.
That's right.
That's who we are in our real lives, and we keep it real here, guys.
That's right. We actually
And
do.
It's all about just the love of music.
That's
just
right.
music, just all genres.
And guys, one more thing.
Oh.
Let's toast the haters out there, guys.
Yep.
Let's toast to the haters.
Because they need love the most.
That's right, guys. They need love the most. You guys lift your drinks right now. Toast the haters. If you guys want to drink with us, hit the description below. You can actually do that and support the channel at the same time. We also have a lot of cool shit going on our Patreon channel. Or our Patreon page over there with the channel. Y'all can get shout outs like you see in the beginning of our intro and the end of the video. If you want to get on that list, go head over to the Patreon page. You can also have us react to whatever video you want. Have a personalized video just to you guys. All that good stuff. Like we said, we got a lot of cool stuff going on over there. Check it out. All the links are in the description below.
Yes.
Are you ready to do this, Mama?
I'm ready. It's
all right,
time.
Guys. Let's do this.
Time.
All right, you got your head straight?
Yeah, I have to wear.
Because I know that head right.
Kid headphones, kid masks.
Chad there, air night.
Yep, with my little pebble head.
Little pebble head, air night. That's right, guys.
Yeah, the head right. Be there every night.
All right, guys. Here we go. This is the new Dax propaganda. Featuring
Tom MacDonald.
That's right. I'm super pumped if y'all can't tell.
I am too. Our own truth isn't always the reality.
Ain't that the shit?
Of course they start with that.
Hey, Daryl. You good, bro? You ain't picking up calls, dog. What's wrong, man? Daryl, you good?
It's raining.
Can we just stop for just 1 second and marvel at the damn sheer size of Dax?
I know.
This guy is fucking huge. Does he
not look like Tupac from, I mean, just period.
He does. He actually
especially if you
resembles
look in his eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. And I'm telling you, I know that he couldn't have reincarnated as Tupac because of the age thing.
Yeah.
But I swear Tupac literally like possessed him. And he even speaks about it in a Tupac cover he did. And I had already said that, and then I heard that, and I was like I said earlier, psychic, guys. And he said that Tupac came to him in a dream and said that it's his duty to carry out what he started. And I think that's amazing.
That is
goosebumps.
That is, it is. It's something else.
Goosebumps is the way that the universe lets you know you've came across the truth.
We've been on that Dax train since he started since we noticed him on
it was years ago.
What was it?
Like 4 years.
Seen him on. Did we see him on Facebook first? I don't know where we seen him
3-4 years ago.
But yeah, man, we've been on that Dax train. So.
Hey, Daryl.
Yep, that's how they be too.
It's powerful. Did you see the name on the TV? It said Dick Smith.
Dick Smith.
That was the news reporter.
See, that's what I mean, man. Y'all gotta give it up for.
He's not a wordsmith. He's a Dick
for the details. That's just funny. And guys, what they're representing right there with that is what
conditioning
actually comes from that mainstream media, from what
it sucks you in.
That propaganda that's out there is the conditioning. They're telling you what they want you to hear. Just because it's on
whether
TV,
it's true or not.
just because it's on the internet, it does not mean it's true. Just because it's coming from Fox or CNN or something like it. Y'all got to know that that's conditioning, man. That's just what that is. Dick Smith, big ass ears.
Ooh, I like that sample.
Yeah, this beat's hot.
And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda.
Everywhere.
All I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda.
Y'all didn't know Dax had that voice.
Woo! I didn't know until the Eminem song. Yes, stop!
This guy's got pipes on him, does he not?
Yes, Dax. I
Damn,
love him,
man.
I feel like a proud mom.
How do we stand? Divided we fall. New Year's Eve, they've been dropping the ball. Independent, how we dead in the game. We don't write to the sound of applause. Hidden truth, dotted lines, ain't never signed, still to remain the boss. In a world that is full of facades, where if you speak, you get nailed to a cross. I won't be silent, I am outspoken.
I love that.
He is not silent.
I love that where he's talking about how he ain't never signed. You know what I mean? He's independent. You know what I mean? Tom's independent.
Yes.
Them guys can do this kind of shit because they are independent. You know,
they're not told what to do.
Exactly. You guys would be surprised at how controlled a lot of artists are anytime they get, you know, signed, especially with majors and stuff like that. Now, because you've seen stuff come from like Eminem and stuff, some of that shock rap and some of the shit he says, you would think that you're able to just go out and say whatever you want and stuff, and that's just not the case, man.
He just got lucky with a good team.
That's
really
and that was their whole plan. You know, that was part of their push with him was that shock rap and that shock factor. Yes. So it's just not like that with everybody though, man. They will shelve you if you're not saying what they want you to say.
Yep.
You get nailed to a cross. I won't be silent. I am outspoken. I am the product of pain. So when you see my name, no fame can never break down a brain that is already broken. Every wound is a paid devotion. They fill words as I purge emotion. Scabs hair as I drop hits that bleed light from demonic omens. The system.
Yes, you guys see back there on the TV. It said news you can't trust.
No, news you can trust.
Well, yeah, but it said can.
Yes.
Let me take it back. I thought it said can't.
Okay, it might have said can.
If it didn't say can't,
can't.
then that's what I was reading because I already know that you can't trust it. Yeah, news you can trust. So I thought it said can.
Because they're gonna believe it.
Yes.
As I drop hits that bleed light from demonic omens. The system decides we spend and we buy while most of our time is spent in bed. The dreams we have all stay inside. We sleep and wake and live with regret. The price of life is half the cost. The price of fame could cost your head. If infamy is what you seek and propaganda is what you see is propaganda.
Yeah.
Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda.
Man, this is a vibe.
Propaganda.
Yeah. I dig that.
I do too. It's a vibe. I
That's
love how he talked about the dreams part.
exactly.
Yes,
I was going to
about
touch
how
on that too.
We have these dreams, but we sleep on them. He played on the whole dream thing, and then we live with regrets.
Exactly. If y'all didn't catch that, he
and
wasn't
it
talking
eats
about
us up.
just going to sleep.
No.
He was talking about sleeping on your dreams.
Yes.
You know but we go to
'Cause
bed
you're on
every
the
night and then we
hamster-
wake up and then we go to bed every
Yes.
night and then we wake up
The
and we never
hamster
actually
wheel.
chase those dreams. You
Yep.
guys never do. You know, that's why we say at the end of our videos, you guys got to make every day count. You know, do something that you love.
Yep.
You know, have fun, love yourself at
So
least
you can
once
get
a day.
Yeah, so you can get off that hamster wheel. You have to take the step, though,
100.
off of it.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter how small the step, any step is progress.
100.
You have to see it like that.
Absolutely.
I know it can be overwhelming and it can be scary, but you cannot let fear control you. This is what this song is about. And then the media, it provides a bunch of fear to control you and overwhelm your system. You're full of, your body is energy. Everything is energy. And the news is giving you bad energy.
Damn.
So you got to get off that shit and provide yourself with the energy that was meant for you. But you have to do it yourself.
That body is energy.
It is.
Sorry. Sorry. You just, you said it.
I'm
I
full
just
of
did
it.
That body's energy, girl.
I'm full of that good shit.
Liquidated, indoctrinated. They convince us all that everything we say is racist. And blood will change it, that's what happens. Y'all need balance. Y'all need blacks and whites and lefts and rights to stop the madness. They planned it.
Yep.
If
They
that
did.
they did,
He's
you damn
blatant.
right.
He
That-
is so
and that's what
blatant
I
with his
mean.
truth.
That's why we like Tom so
Yes.
much, man. I mean, now you don't you don't gotta agree with everything he says, and just
No.
because he says something you don't like doesn't mean he's some fucking racist hater.
And it doesn't
all
mean
that
he's
shit.
wrong either.
No, and it doesn't. But he, you know, the blatancy is
He's speaking
what needs
his truth.
is what needs to be paid
Yes.
attention to. It's not something that needs to be causing arguments and stuff. This side and this side need to chill the hell out.
Yep, that's
you
what
know
he's
what
talking
I mean?
about.
It's just because you're over here doesn't mean that they're wrong over here.
No.
Just because they're over here doesn't mean that they're wrong over here. Everybody has
different
their own
perceptions.
perspective and their own opinions. And yes, a lot of those are drawn from the conditioning that you're seeing on TV, that you're hearing from these leaders and all that bullshit.
You're learning in school.
So it doesn't mean they're right either. But what people need to do is stop pushing everything on everybody else.
Yes. Open your mind and go learn for yourself.
Yes.
Start thinking for yourself.
Do your own
instead
research.
of worrying about other people and what they got to say. Do your own research. Find your soul will let you know.
And that doesn't mean just watch the news or
No.
you know, look it up. Oh, look, there's a website that says this. It's true, because you know you gotta
You gotta get out there and live.
Yes.
To find your own truth.
And the more you awaken to yourself and what you really feel inside, the more you're gonna know what is true and what aligns with where you're at.
Your
you know what I
intuition
mean?
will be on point.
It will. It'll grow.
To stop the madness, they planned it. It's Trump or Biden, we all been divided by it in the streets. Elections always been rigged. I ain't surprised when somebody cheats. All I see is pentagrams of the propaganda, but our priority's the vaccine. It ain't hard for wolves to find a flock when the sheep are fast asleep. Too many people lack character.
Damn.
Too many journalists scaring you. Too many pencils attempting to rewrite the Constitution. They probably gonna tear it up.
Woohoo! Yes, we talk
Hey.
about this all the time.
Hey.
They're changing our constitution right in front of our fucking
Word
eyes.
up, word up.
And we're letting it happen.
Now, okay, I will say right off the bat, we don't touch too much on political and
No.
stuff like that because, guys, I mean,
The left and the right.
It just
Yeah.
you're picking.
Or Switzerland.
You're made to pick between, you know,
Yep.
people that they're gonna pick anyway.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So they're thinking that you know, you guys are getting a choice and your vote counts, and it doesn't. It just
Nah.
really doesn't.
They'll do whatever
But
they want.
the fact that, you know, I believe I'm right. I'm split down the middle. I think that there should be abilities to change, you know, some things
Yes.
in, say, the Constitution or whatnot,
Yeah.
because times change
Yes.
and you
We
know,
have to
societies
adapt.
evolved
Yes.
and adapt. You know what I mean? But
Agree.
just because we have the ability to, you know, add, you know, whatever they call, I can't think of the word. They add.
They're loopholes.
Yeah,
If you want to know what
that's the real term, the loopholes. Just because we
Yeah.
can add stuff, you know, to the Constitution. Y'all help me out and tell me what that word is. I'm forgetting it right off the top
They're
of my head.
like subcategories.
Right, it's where they
of-
basically amend the
Yes.
Constitution is
Yes.
basically what they do. And just because we have abilities and we don't, they do. But just
Yes.
because they have the ability to do that doesn't mean we should necessarily. You know
And
what
why
I mean?
don't they let us know when
They
they're doing this?
that's some of the most hidden propaganda
Yeah.
that they have out there when they're
Yes.
changing that. A lot of
if-
times they'll
yes.
put it on the ballot and these votes. If it even gets voted on by us, they'll put
Yes.
it on there as Proposition Z
Yep.
and stuff like that, and make you vote yes or no
Yep.
without even knowing what you're voting on if you're not
Exactly.
doing your research, guys.
Exactly. And since we're the United States, why is there different rules and laws per state? And sometimes per county.
Well,
even.
I mean, we're the
And
divided states.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
I'm just saying that's a really good point to make.
It is.
And I don't know if a lot of people even know that, because a lot of people live in the same state their whole life, and they might think that it's the same everywhere,
like
and
it's
it's
just
not.
a universal thing.
And they change
there's
them
not.
on
Yeah.
a regular basis, and they do not update us on
Yes.
these things. Just like they give us a new phone book, you know, every so often, they should give us a new law book.
they
A new-
leave it to you
Yes.
to go in there, and then most people, the average person, if they went and read these statutes and stuff like that, they just have no idea what it means because
Yeah.
of the terminology that they
Exactly.
use and
They
stuff
do
like
that
that.
on purpose.
Yeah, absolutely, they do that on purpose. They don't put it in layman's terms. They put it in you know, this whole word
They know
salad.
everybody doesn't go to law school.
They make word salad out of it, because even with the big loophole that they're creating, they want to create little loopholes within that
Yep.
one as well. So, and I love Tom MacDonald for the fact that he brought that up. I love that shit.
Too many journalists scaring you. Too many pencils attempting to rewrite the Constitution. They probably gonna tear it up. I love the country, but I don't trust the people taking care of us. We went to bed with the American dream. We woke up in Nightmerica.
Yeah.
And all I see is propaganda.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nightmerica.
boys. I seen his shirts onto the community
Did
tab.
you?
Yes.
Nice.
We gotta get some.
And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda.
tell you what, guys, the
Love the
visuals
rain. Yes.
in this video, the production of the video is dope. The beat is fucking fire.
Yes, I love the hook.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they did
very
a really good job.
Very good job on this.
For a slow song, they did a great job.
Yeah, these kind of vibes aren't necessarily what we just charge towards, but I like this one.
I like how they
bumped
mixed
this
it
one.
with a serious topic,
Hell
with a
yeah.
slow vibe. And they went hard with it.
Yes. That Joker, that shit was the dope shit right
Yes.
there.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, boys,
Dax,
you did not
killing
disappoint.
it. Tom MacDonald.
Killing it.
Y'all motherfuckers, good job, man. That's what I'm talking about.
They're gonna be part of the group that takes down the elite.
Hell
I'm telling
yeah.
you right now.
Hell yeah.
We gotta come together with them and stand behind them, and we gotta do our thing. We gotta find what's right for us in life and do it. And that's how we go against the grain, guys. That's how we go against the elite. The grain is the elite. It's what society wants you to be.
Absolutely.
Going against the grain is not you being a rebel. It's you being a human being with rights.
Absolutely. Well said, baby.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Hog family.
Are you ready for what we like to call
Bar of the day.
That's right, guys. It is Bar of the Day. If you don't know what that is, that means you ain't been here enough, so you better change that. This is where my beautiful lady and I, we both pick our favorite bars of this track. We let you know what they are and why. And then it's your turn. That's right. You go down in the comment section. You hit it with the hashtag BOTD. Let us know what it is and why you picked it, guys. This is where we like to open up that door to conversation.
Yep.
We like to dissect the lyrics. We like to figure out the meaning of what they're talking about. You know, this, especially on a track like this, with artists like these, this is where you get those deep conversations. This is where you get those.
That's the point of it.
Yes, this is where you get those, you know, left and right coming together.
Yes, that's what it's intended to do, guys. It's not intended to actually start up a controversial type of, you know, it's okay to debate.
It's okay to agree to disagree.
Yes, people have lost the respect in debating and really the true meaning of debating. That's going back and forth with your side and not attacking the other person.
Yes, I mean, even professionals in politics and stuff, like, they've lost the meaning of debating and stuff like that. You know,
so no wonder
it's all,
the world has.
Yes, it's all about attacking the other side these days, and we don't promote that here. It's fine to agree to disagree. If you have a point of view and you have a point of view, that just makes 2 points of view. Doesn't necessarily make one wrong or right. It's just the way, especially when it comes to lyrics and interpreting and what it means to you, which is like what we like to get into here.
Yeah, if I don't know if you guys have seen the meme where there's a shadow of a 6 and a shadow of a 9, but it's the same thing, just looked at different points of views.
All I heard was 69. So.
and so one person sees a 9 because they're from over here, and then the other person's from this direction and they see a 6.
Right.
So
still the same thing, just two different views of it.
Yes.
So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go first. I actually picked. First of all, it's if you got Dax and Tom both on a track, you got bars for days.
Especially
it just is what it is.
Yes, especially with important topics like this.
Absolutely.
Every one of them deserves to be broken down and talked about, but we don't do actual breakdowns here of the bars. We just do the whole breakdown of the overall.
So I went with Dax. It was the bars where it says, hidden truths, dotted lines, ain't never signed, stood, and remained a boss in a world that is full of facades where if you speak, you get nailed to a cross. That's bar.
Yeah.
That is barred right there. I mean, and I want to, before I comment on that, guys, I want to give Dax props for the way he was able to do his rhyme schemes on here. He had all kinds of wordplay. He had really good metaphors, like bars like that. It's all with really good meanings. I mean,
with a slower type of beat too.
Yeah.
And then the way he brought out that hook, it was like two different people. I love when an artist can be so versatile like that.
Yeah.
Yellow Wolf is a lot like
Come
that.
here. Come here. We got a little girl who wants to say hi. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Look.
Say hi.
Oh, there she is. She's over here crying.
Yeah.
She
wants in the debate.
She wants to get some attention. Everybody say hi, Daddy.
Hey,
This is
hi.
Aphrodite Rain. If y'all ain't met her yet, this is the boss of the house.
Yep.
This
She's
is
the princess.
Aphrodite
I'm the
Rain.
boss.
All right.
I'm the
Yeah,
queen.
I'm just the worker. I'm just the worker bee.
Yeah, we're equals here.
Absolutely. Oh, now she's between my legs.
Yep.
All right, guys.
That's what I'm
Hidden
supposed to be
truths,
saying.
dotted lines, ain't never signed, stood and remained a boss. That's a statement.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
straightforward.
There's no
It's a
hidden meaning
flex.
behind that, other than the fact that and this goes with him and Tom. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The fact that they're I'm sure they've got offers for record deals. I'm
yeah.
sure they've gotten plenty, and the
yeah.
fact that they've turned down that money, those cash advances, that possibility of a big company promoting you and stuff like that's a lot. That's an allure to a lot of
yeah.
people, you know,
Yeah.
because when you're independent, you do most of that stuff yourself, you know, all of it. If you don't have any of the team, you know.
Most of the time, if they get a deal, that's like their goal.
Yeah.
With an artist, because
So-
they think that that's the it thing, and then they find out later. You hear it in a lot of rap songs. They find out later that that's literally like, you know, hanging yourself with your own halo kind of thing.
And he says, in a world that is full of facades, where if you speak, you get nailed to a cross. Now, the facades, everybody knows what a facade is. That means people putting on fake faces,
Yep.
fronts, you know. All people got, you know, all this I'm a fake person, you know what I mean? Up front to everybody, but then go home and beat their wife and
Yep.
kick their dog and
Yep.
slap their kids and all that shit. And
Well,
then
look
if
at
he
the Gabby situation that's going on right
Absolutely.
now in the news with that Brian guy.
fake as hell, you know, fake as hell. And then he says, where if you speak, you get nailed to the cross. You know, how many people have we seen get canceled for just saying what they want to say? I mean, hell, they try to cancel the baby. I'm not saying
They've tried to cancel Tom.
that what people say is right or wrong. I'm not going to get into those concepts because, I mean, some people, I'm sure, you know, deserve some backlash
Oh,
as
yeah, of
far
course.
as that goes. But
Nobody
the
should
fact
have
is,
the right to
is
cancel
remaining independent in a world like this today takes them gigantic balls that
yeah.
Dax and Tom carry around.
Oh,
so
yeah.
much love, big props. That's my bar of the day, dudes. That shit was great, man.
You know, I feel like these independent artists that are speaking such important truths right now, I feel like they're able to do that and not allow the whole cancel culture to scare them, because they have a following that is part of this big
Right.
awakening.
That-
We
that's
are
a-
part of this big awakening.
like a movement.
Yes, like a
and-
movement. And it's so important.
and
it's
you
the
know,
biggest movement of this
standing
time.
alone is tough to
Yes.
do, but when you
Yes.
stand together
As a community.
like the H.O.G family and
Yes.
Dax's fans and stuff like that, then that's a force.
Yes.
That's a force of nature.
That's what keeps them going. And both
Absolutely.
of them are so interactive with their fans and so appreciative. I get emotional reading their stuff because you can feel it. They're being authentic about it. And it's because they know that it's this community that keeps them going. And
Hell
they,
yeah.
they know that they're doing their soul mission. They're doing what
Absolutely.
this world needs. And that's just badass.
Absolutely.
It's badass.
All right, guys, let's listen to this bar the way Dax intended it.
Independent, how we dead in the game. We don't write to the sound of applause. Hidden truth, dotted lines, ain't never signed, stood and remain the boss. In a world that is full of facades, where if you speak, you get nailed to a cross. I won't be silent, I am outspoken, I am the
Yes.
the emphasis that he's always been able to
Ah,
do,
yes.
like Dax is a king when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to the emphasis and the way
Yes.
he's able to change his cadences in the middle and just the
His
guy
schemes.
the guy's got talent, period.
yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that if he, you know, the only reason he isn't blown up like mainstream, you know, blown up. I mean, the guy's popular as hell.
Yeah.
Let's face it. I mean, he's successful. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
Like I
but
said,
I'm
the
talking
awakening.
about like blown up is because, you know, he is independent, and you know, you've got record labels and companies trying to hold you down when you talk about stuff like this. So hell yeah.
Yep.
All right, my beautiful
turn.
lady, your bar of the day.
All right, mine is Tom's. Okay, I love the country, but I don't trust the people taking care of us. We went to bed with the American dream. We woke up in Nightmerica.
Nightmerica. First of all,
I just love that.
Nightmerica is a badass term.
Oh, yes, it is. And it's kind of perfect, too, because it's, you know, spooky season. And I seen the shirts on his community page. I did not know that it came from this song. I should have, because he does a lot of themed stuff for his songs, which we love that as well.
Absolutely.
Like, that's just how passionate he is.
He's a promotional god. The guy's good at what he does.
And he's passionate about each one of his works of art, so he puts that much into it, and you should. I love that.
Hell yeah.
And he puts the whole vision in. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I mean,
yes.
First of all, who does trust the people taking care of us?
Yes.
If that is one of you guys, then I'm sorry that you have your trust in somebody like that, because you shouldn't.
I feel like it's always been known
that
politics are dirty.
The government does not necessarily have the best interest for us. They just don't. You know, it just isn't. There's so much stuff that is broken out there. It's just it's nuts.
Yes. Don't watch words, watch
actions.
And
Absolutely.
look at what is going on in our world. If our elite had the best interests for us, then
most of that stuff wouldn't be happening.
We wouldn't have had to have the big movements we've had in our history.
Yeah.
And are still having to have today.
Absolutely.
It would not be
We
a
should
thing.
be past that.
Yes, we should be so past that, because guys, we are so advanced with our technology. Let's be advanced in our intelligence.
Yes.
And just our intelligence and human nature, and also our empathy.
Hell yeah.
And how we can be empathetic towards ourselves, which is going to help us be more empathetic towards other people. A lot of the hatred and negativity comes from people not living their truth and being so far from their truth that they're actually miserable inside, because they're worried about the exterior of their world and you know, impressing the outside world and what you're supposed to be, instead of being who they're meant to be.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And that is what they try to keep from us with the propaganda. And that's what we were saying earlier. You've got to find your truth. You've got to do you. And then you will attract what's meant for you in your life, the people that's meant for you. And we can be a full community when we're all doing that.
That's right.
Yes.
All right, guys, let's listen to this bar from Mr. Tom MacDonald.
Let's do it, Tom.
To rewrite the Constitution, they probably gonna tear it up. I love the country, but I don't trust the people taking care of us. We went to bed with the American dream. We woke up in Nightmerica.
And all I see.
I love how they put that pause at the end to just let that sit with you for a minute. You know what I mean?
About it.
Let it sit with them. Let them stew about it. The visuals in the video were top notch.
Yes.
The topic was top notch.
Yes.
They hit it on the head. This is an A+.
Bravo to them.
This is an A+ in my book.
As always.
I didn't expect anything less, man. I didn't expect anything less. Way to go, guys.
Yes.
All right, guys, it's your turn
Y'all's turn.
to show us your bar of the day.
Yep.
Do that. Go to the comment section, leave a hashtag BOTD, and tell us why, guys. Let us know why. We will try our best to answer as many comments as possible. You guys show up in force.
Yes, you do.
And, you know, we still work full-time jobs and stuff like that, so we get to as many as we can.
Yes.
We're going to go back in time and try to answer as many as we can from the time that we was missed.
Yes, we'll always read all of them.
Absolutely.
You know, even on our free time, we will read them.
We read them as they come in. They pop up on our phones and stuff, so we can't always, you know, reply right then.
Yes.
But we do take time every week to sit down and answer, so feel
Y'all
free
are
to
awesome,
do it.
and
That's
we
right.
love you, and we really, this is what we really love about this channel, is really breaking down the art and the music,
Hell
and
yeah.
really appreciating it and having that discussion and having that connection.
Yes, what she's
through the
trying to
music.
say is you guys are the favorite, are our favorite part of this channel.
Yes.
Y'all. You know, and then being able
We
to share
love
this kind of
y'all.
music with you, it's awesome. So if you guys haven't yet, then why ain't you subscribed? Why not?
No, what are you doing with your life?
Damn, man.
Come on now.
Y'all ain't learned by now.
And make sure you ring the bell, because even though you subscribe, if you don't ring that bell, this is how YouTube is set up. It's kind of weird. If you don't ring that bell, then you don't get the notifications.
Absolutely.
As to when we post.
And we're guilty of it as well, guys. We watch a lot of channels that on a regular basis that we haven't subscribed to because
they recommend it
because
to
they
us.
once you watch something, they'll start recommending it to you, and it'll pop up on your stuff anyway. So a lot of people forget to do that, but guys, it really does help the channel out, and then you get the notifications as well, so when we do more stuff that you like. So we would really appreciate it if you did. And those of you that have been supporting us, we want to take the time to thank each and every one of you. We really do appreciate it.
We are full of gratitude.
Absolutely.
Seriously, from the deepest parts of our heart and our soul. We
Absolutely.
are so grateful for y'all.
Guys, that's all we got for this video, but before we go, we want to take the time to tell you right there, you, that you are important.
And you are beautiful and you are loved. Get out and do something that is all about you today, not about what society tells you to do or wants you to be. You get out and be you today.
That's right. Like we said earlier, guys, life is short. You never know when it's going to be the last day on this earth. Make every day count, man. Do something you love. Hug someone you love. You got to, guys. You never, I mean, you don't want to check out with regrets. You know what I mean?
Like Dax
Spend
said.
that time on yourself, you know?
Do not sit on pause letting somebody else tell you how to live.
Seriously.
You were here with your own energy, your own intuition. You know what is right for you.
That's right.
Don't ignore it. It's down there nagging. I know
That's
it
right.
is. You listen to it. You are brave.
That's right.
You make that step. Like I said, even a tiny baby step is progress.
That's right.
It's not all going to happen overnight, so don't be hard on yourselves. Like I said, again, have empathy for yourselves and make sure that you take that step, because it's going to change your life, I promise.
That's right. All right.
And that's
Salute
what's
to
gonna
every one
change
of
the
you.
world.
We love each and every one of you. We are not going to take up any more of your time. Guys, we will be right back here tomorrow. So when you get here, me and her, we're going to be just as
real. Peace, guys.
Later.